69 and straight, but I think
In 10 years, you'll be doing the magic number.
well, I think Captain Jack.
Wait, say it again?
I think Captain Jack made me question that.
What? I missed the whole chunk of that. All I got was I'm 59.
And straight.
And straight.
Yeah. And Captain
Oh, I'm
Jack.
so
made me-
sorry for you.
Captain Jack made me question.
Do you know there's places you can go to change that? I can send you to a doctor who will cure you of being straight. And then you can be like the rest of us in the room. We don't give a crap. Yes.
Really, I just want to
Question it? You're only kidding, right?
That's not the question.
What is it?
Are we ever going to see Torchwood again?
I don't know.
I love the comic book.
Thank you very much. We're just about to release another, the final one, and that will be it for now. And then hopefully we've already got the stories lined up for the next ones. Now, you all know that my sister and I write the Torchwood comic. So if you do like Torchwood and you can't get it on the screen right now, if you get the comic, because hopefully they make graphic novels and comics into other things, and we've created a whole new world because you're getting, I say a whole new world, you're getting characters in there that pretty much I know because I'm a fan, I was in the show, my sister's a fan, she lived with me during the filming of the show. We kind of know what you're like, that you like, and have listened over the years, and so we think we've created new characters that you'll really gel to. But also we have some things planned for the future that I can't tell you. But it will be something that I know that you really like because we're planning on doing a lot of stories because you saw something happen on that screen and you screamed. But television-wise, you guys have to create that buzz and that momentum because I have tried and I just keep hitting a brick wall. So, don't know what to do. Applause.
Hi, John.
Hi.
You are looking fabulous. No
What?
matter your hair color.
What?
No matter your hair color, you're looking fabulous.
Thank you very much.
I have a question. Last year, I saw you perform part of your world as Ariel at Megacon, which was a wonderful performance.
Thank you.
And I
It was
wonder-
very spontaneous.
Well, it was very good. So I wondered if you could play any part in a Disney live-action movie, what would you play?
No, someone's already playing Gaston. Shut up. That's never gonna have nothing that's already done. I don't know. I'd like maybe No, not the genie in Aladdin. Are you kidding? No. Pocahontas. Can you paint with all the colors of wind? Actually, I've never really thought about that, but I think I'd love to do a Disney live-action movie. I really would. It's just a question of what ones they're going to do now because of the massive success they've had with Beauty and the Beast, which I thought was awesome. I sat like a kid in a candy store watching it with my mom and my dad, my husband Scott, Kelsey, and actually I think that was it. And we sat there, all of us, like, and we were ready. We were like, my mom's like, "Are you gonna sing?" I'm like, "No, tale is old." And Scott's going, I'm like, "Oh, there's only 12 of us in the theater, and all the other gays in the theater were singing too, so it's all right." It was Palm Springs. So I don't have an answer to that, but I would love to be. It's always been a dream of mine to be in a Disney film, and whether it's a voice or if it was Disney live action. So because of that movie, there's going to be, I think, plenty of other Disney live action movies coming out, maybe with animated animals, all that sort of stuff. I don't know, but just fingers crossed, and I'll find who I have to sleep with to get that job.
I'll start a petition.
Thank you very much. Want to sleep with somebody? Do I get a choice in it?
Whoever you want.
Please do. Let's make sure they are well hung. You know, let me talk to you. I'm out of my light, aren't I? Yeah. You can't really see me. Hello. It was pretty awesome. It was stressful, and everybody thought I was crazy because I had posted my address online and I allowed people to come to my home. But you know what I thought? Maybe there's a thing in here that it's a kind of a respect to my fans and to people that have followed me, because you've allowed me to be me and you've allowed me to live the most normal as possible life as I can with a little bit of celebrity, and you know, let me go to the grocery store, let me walk in through cons, do all sorts of stuff. So I figured, hey, if something goes funny, I'll just have to say that's not cool, and hopefully they'll respect it. Absolutely nobody took advantage of it. And I'm so chuffed, because it made me realize that, you know, maybe there are people that have problems and issues, but you guys are really cool to me, and that was really awesome. I was able to have the garage sale. You bought a lot of my stuff. I've collected over the years. I just needed to get rid of it. Everything from furniture to household items. People were coming up and buying chipped cups. I'm like, you really don't want to buy this? Like, no, your mouth has been on it. I'm buying it. And then when is your husband for sale? I said, that is not for sale. However, how much are you offering? For an hour. So I also was able to do things there that were, shall we say, less than what they do at cons, and all that money was donated to charity, and we were really chuffed by that. So. Every single item sold. And a company called us and said, we hear you are having a garage sale. We would like to come and buy all of your clothing. And I said, okay. And they said, because we are going to sell it in our store and online, and let people know that it is your stuff. So keep an eye out, because you might find a pair of my jocks. Trust me, I didn't sell my underwear. People wanted to buy it, but I didn't sell it. So it was a big success, and it was really kind of fun. And it was fun to do. It was stressful, but it was fun. Yeah.
My mom was considering actually driving to Palm Springs. We live in Texas.
See, your mom's the one person that would have changed the whole thing. Driving from here to Palm Springs, I'd have been like, all right, so what are you going to do when the garage sale's over? No, that way, if she'd have done that, that would have been great. But I gave a little bit of time, so people, if they did want to come from a distance, they could have, but it would have been, you know, I know it was difficult. You can't like plan a garage sale weeks and weeks in advance. You just can't do that. It was spontaneous. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it really. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Actually, 4 days later, a guy did show up. I was doing some work in my car, and the guy came up and he walked up and he said, "Do you have anything for my kid?" And I went, "What do you mean for your kid? Excuse me, that's not my thing." He went, "No, the garage sale." I said, "Dude, that was 4 days ago." He's like, "Yeah, I just made it here from Alaska." I'm kidding.
Hey John, I'm Ryan. I got a question for you.
We're kidding me.
Okay. Do you like playing Malcolm Merlin on Arrow, or do you like playing it on Legends of Tomorrow the best and most?
Asshole. You really want me to answer that? No. I like playing both of them because Malcolm Merlin on Arrow is... Thank you. He's ruthless. He's angry. He's manipulative. On Legends, he's time traveled, and he knows that he's not. His situation isn't that bad because he can change it. He just needs to get on that, you know, in the pod or the ship and go, right? And he can follow or with reverse flash and just grab onto his ankle and it's like, come on!
He seems kind of scared.
He's scared.
He seems it.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Asshole. Maybe he's just, put it this way, he's not scared, he's questioning what some others are doing. Right? And he's being cautious because he's in a situation also that he is not familiar with. So therefore, as all chameleons, when they're in those situations, they step back and wait to see what color they have to turn into to camouflage and blend in to get what they want. So that's the only thing I can say to that.
Well, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you do love it. Thank you. And you know I'm playing, by the way, right? Yeah, thumbs up. And middle finger. Anyway. Yes.
Hi, I'm Paige, and I absolutely love
Hi, Paige! How are ya?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good. I've got a greasy nose right now.
Welcome to Allergies and Sexes, so...
No, it's on the outside, not on the inside.
Anyway, my question is, what was your favorite part about being on the show Doctor Who?
Billy Piper. I heard someone say Billy Piper. I'm like, no, I'm gay. I wasn't interested in her. She looked good, she was fun, but I would have much rather had David Tennant.
Honestly, David Tennant is my favorite doctor, so...
What?
David Tennant is my favorite doctor, so...
I don't care. Of course I do. He's awesome. The thing I loved the most about being on that show, if I can be selfish, it was because it was my childhood dream, having watched it in my living room in Glasgow, Scotland, and seeing the first episode that I consciously remember, which was the Autons, and I think that was with Pertwee, John Pertwee, correct? Because Pertwee was my first doctor. And then I only had a little bit of him, and he transitioned into Tom Baker, right? So, and what's really kind of cool now is I know Sean Pertwee, you know, right? Which is kind of cool. But also, John Pertwee, when I was doing Sunset Boulevard in the West End of London, came to see me because he heard I was a huge Doctor Who fan, and he brought me a little trunk of stuff, a little case of things. I gushed Whovian all over the floor. How did you sign that one? So for me, when I got the call to be Doctor Who, in Doctor Who, wishful thinking, spoiler alert. No, when I got the call to be in Doctor Who, it was one of them. I can't even describe how it felt because it was one of those, if you've ever had it, and if you haven't yet, hopefully one day you will, one of those lifelong dreams come true. And it was a moment that I will never, ever, ever, to the day I die, forget the joy that was in my soul the day I found out I was Captain Jack. So that is why Doctor Who to me is just awesome.
Thank you.
And also I got to meet people like Billy Piper and Freema and, Elizabeth Sladen and Catherine Tate. All of them. All good ladies. Yes, over here.
Hi, big fan. Love the Flash musical episode that you're in. We all know that you love singing and you released some albums. Is there any chance you might release another album in the future?
Not at the moment, but that's not saying it will never happen. Just keep an eye out because I've got some things planned for the future that will require me to sing and move a little, so just watch this space, okay? But you do know my last album's available online.
Yes, I actually bought the album.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And if you're lucky, I might sing for you later. What do you mean if you're lucky? Of course I'm going to sing for you later. What? 5 minutes? No, we started at 1:15 and it's now 1:45. I've only been on for half an hour. I have 1 hour. Yeah! Sorry, it's not my fault or their fault that things have gone awry because of problems and photo ops and all that kind of stuff, but this is my hour. See? Bitch fights for you guys. Yes.
Hi, John. I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
I've watched a lot of your con appearances online, so I tried to come up with a question I'd never heard anybody ask you. And this is it.
Should I sit down for this, Matt?
No, I think you're really going to enjoy answering this.
Okay.
You've always, from what I've seen of you, you've always been a big proponent of the non-stereotypical portrayal of gay and lesbians on TV. How do you think the DC TV universe is handling that? Because I think they're doing it very well.
You think they're doing it well?
Yes.
Yes, so do I. I think they're really doing it awesomely well. It's, Greg Berlanti has and the other people who casted it, the CW, they cast their shows like what I call blind casting. They don't care what your personal life is as long as you can do the job. And also the characters in the show, you know, Nissa Al Ghul, and also White Canary. I think just off the top. There's, in fact, and Echo. Huh? Curtis, yes. Woo! Curtis. Anyway, all of them, they're all played very differently because, as in the gay community and LGBTQ community, we have all the different colors of the spectrum, as we do, you know, even in the straight community, there's just different types of people. And that's the way we should be portrayed. We shouldn't be portrayed all as one, which there's nothing wrong with, you know, that one portrayal that they do all the time, which is really camping over the top, because I can be that sometimes, but we're not all like that. Everybody's not like that. We need to, you know, show that, you know, there's guys that are gay that like football. There's girls that are gay that also like football. But you know what I mean? And that's what I think DC has done really, really great with. So, yeah. I'm glad you've noticed that. You're the tall guy that killed I did my photo op with, right? Yeah. Thanks for the grab. You thought I didn't notice, but I did! He stood between Katrina and I, and he went like that. Hi, he went. And I was like, that's okay. I can't hear you.
The painting that my friend did for you, the chalk drawing,
Yeah.
I gave you that as well.
Thank you very much. I preferred the grab. Anyway. Yes.
Hey, I was wondering, with you making time in your schedule for the Flash Supergirl crossover, Arrow, and Legends in 1 week, how did you do that?
Well, we didn't film it all at the same time. It just so happened that all those episodes landed on that week. I had filmed them all prior, but there was a point where I was going from, let me get this right, I'd finish my scene, my shot on Legends, and then they'd have to put a stand-in in that would go over my shoulder for the others' close-ups, and I was then shuttled off to go over to rehearsal or something for Flash, and then I was finished with that, and I had to then dash back over to Arrow because I was doing the scene with Dolph Lundgren. So there was a lot of all over the place, and everyone's going, how do you do it? How do you do it? What's going on? I mean, God, it's like confusing. I'm like, just learn the lines and do it. That's it. That's my job, and I'm thriving being busy, so I loved it. It was like, it reminded me of when I was doing Doctor Who Torchwood, and I would have to go from the Torchwood hub through the curtain to the TARDIS to do shots with Dave, and then I'd have to go back, and it was like, as Jack was, he was going both ways. It was awesome. Oh, see, I like your laugh better. With you, I'm really cute. She's like, that's subtle. Like it. Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Barrowman. I think we know each other.
Oh, no.
Don't do it!
Please tell them.
No, don't do it. Just have a question.
Please tell them who you are and all the stuff, please.
I was on the archery tech on Arrow, I'm the one who trained Mr. Barrowman to do.
Patricia trained myself and others on the show to look awesome. And I'm going to embarrass her here. Like, my big thing when I'm doing fight sequences and doing with the bow and arrow, I'm a dancer, so I'm up, and I'm like, she'll walk up to me, she'll go, John, come here. Let's gay. And I'm like, me! I go, really? She's like, yeah. She said, I want you to do it right here. Nice. Make it look good. Right to the side of your face. Don't give me Hunger Games. I'm like, but I love Hunger Games. She's like, you love Hunger Games, but they don't love the bow and arrow. Patricia, yeah.
Making me cry.
I told you I'd get you back for all those times. Yes.
The question comes from fans, more or less, not from me, because I get to talk to you all the time. How important do you feel it is for a gay actor to portray a gay person, or right across the board, sexuality, doesn't matter, just like on our show? Again, it's not my question, but...
Well, I think one thing that you saw was bug me is when... Hear me out on this first, okay? When people would get awards for playing a gay person who were straight, and they're like, it's so difficult. It's not that difficult to be gay. Right? And I know some people have a hard time, but once you've come to terms and you live your life, and in fact, are allowed to live your life because other people don't treat you like shit, then it's easy, okay? But I play a straight character. I don't find it difficult. Just playing a person. Who they fall in love with doesn't make it any more extreme or any different. So I think that's changing now, right? And I without going into detail, there was a role that I lost because I was told, you ready for this? You're too straight. I was like, yeah! I went home that night, I'm like, Scott, come here. I'm your straight husband. So again, things are changing, and that's the way it should be. We should be rewarded for the work that we do and how well we do it, as opposed to sometimes the easy route that the reward is there because you've done something that is socially challenging. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because we have to do those socially challenging things to change stuff, but it's not really that hard. I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? You want to know hard? Anyway, Patricia, thank you. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. No, Monday. Tomorrow, Monday.
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
My flight lands at 11:30 and I was at 1, so...
Okay, so I'll see you Tuesday. All right. She's really good, by the way. Yes.
Hi. I always hear stories about like the crazy antics you do on set.
Lies. All lies.
I was wondering, has any of them gone wrong or pissed anybody off before?
What, pissed anybody off because I've done something stupid?
Yes. So you're trying to be funny, but...
The thing is, if it pisses somebody off, I really don't care. Because everyone needs to laugh a little bit in life. And I think if you take yourself that seriously as an actor and you can't laugh, there's something wrong with you. We all like to laugh a little bit. Nothing's really ever gone wrong because I am the king of pranks. And I plan them out weeks in advance. And I know when I'm gonna do it. I've already, like when I go to bed tonight, I might think of a prank to do on Patricia. And I'll mull over it for 2 weeks to figure out when I'm actually gonna do it. And then I will do it. Yeah. However, with Eve Miles, it was easy. I just used to do it on the spot on Torchwood, and she would laugh like crazy. Every close-up, I think I've told you this before, but every single close-up of hers over my shoulder, looking camera, like there, at her, giving her gorge. She's doing it all. I did with my junk out. Maybe not all of it, just maybe one testicle pop. And she'd do her scene, and then I'd be looking at her like, yeah. And then she'd go, I'm not looking. Go on, look. I'm not looking. It's not out. It's out! The worst was what was the torch with the eye? Remember the eye that could see the future?
Yes.
Remember that one?
Yes.
I didn't tell anybody. They're all like, where's the eye? We're doing a scene, and they're like, the eye's over there. They're giving it, it's still rolling. They're acting away. We're looking for the eye, and as Captain Jack, I did my pants, and I went, here it is. I had it stuck between my butt cheeks. I went, I can see the future. TARDIS. Bigger on the inside. Yeah, really. And then we had to have it cleaned professionally because no one would touch it.
Yes. Hi, John. My name is Alex. And when you read the script for last week's Legends of Tomorrow, and you saw that the members of the Legion of Doom were going to get their own dreams or whatever.
Spoilers, yeah. Shh. Get to the end of the question. Don't give it away. What did I think?
Was there a part of Malcolm's dream world or whatever that you were excited for?
Yeah, but I'd also read the next script. Spoilers, so I don't want to say anything, but yeah, that was like a Malcolm kind of, again, a Malcolm gush, so to speak. That's all we'll say, all right? I don't want to spoil it for anybody. They all die. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so, funny enough, my name is also Malcolm Stu.
Say it again, what?
Yeah, Malcolm Stu.
Your name is Malcolm Stu?
Malcolm Stu. S-O-O-N.
Oh, nice to meet you, Malcolm Stu. I still said it wrong, didn't I?
Yeah, I get that a lot too. Anyway, I wanted to ask, after we were treated to your beautiful, magical singing abilities on the Flash musical episode, would you mind give us a rendition of your favorite song, or part of it?
I will, in about a few minutes, I will do one for you, don't you worry.
I'm sure I'll cry.
All right, yes, it will not be springtime for Hitler. Have I told you the German story? I'm in Germany, right? In Germany! And I'm on stage, and this guy stands up, obviously German, and he says, hello, Mr. Barrowman. He was from Pakistan, too. He says, hello, Mr. Barrowman. I wonder if you could sing the song for me I love so much, Springtime for Hitler. I went, are you mad? In a room full of Germans? And that goes online, and there I am. No way! Are you crazy? He's like, oh, but we love that song here. I want to bet you freaking do! But also he was like, didn't get the joke. Yes.
Yes, sir.